Hello everyone, my name's FlareBlitzed here and welcome to Träumerei, Chapter 3. This follows on from the events of Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, but I still believe that in some way that the second chapter was a bit of a prequel. Your name is Rue, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, and you are alone, though perhaps in more of a metaphorical rather than literal sense. You are currently standing in the middle of a dark hallway. You can vaguely hear the remnants of chatter in the distance. While their voices are diluted and devoid of emotion, you are certainly not alone, even with knowledge of the fact that you are far from being alone and unsafe. You can't help dissuade the crawling unease washing over you. For a reason unbeknownst to you, ever since you woke up, you couldn't help but feel as if things were off. Off into the distance. My head. What happened, I remember. Actually, I remember absolutely nothing. I don't remember. I do not remember at all. Oh, we're not Noël for once. Looking up towards the skyline above your head, a peculiar glint of silver catches your attention. Shaking your head, a strange vision of crimson and viscera suddenly flashes before your very eyes. If you didn't know any better, you'd swear you caught the faint scent of copper. Do you know what copper smells like, then? There's something off here. It's a full moon, but the serene atmosphere certainly did wonders on your frazzled nerves, but you still couldn't shake off the worrying feeling gnawing at your heart. A sharp, agonizing twinge of pain had soon replaced the bouts of anxiety that you had possessed. Clamping your hands around your neck as if on instinct, you were pleased to find no traces of liquid crimson on your person. They're all inside you. Hopefully, you couldn't help but laugh at the thoughts that had momentarily burrowed within your head. What am I even doing? I need to get out of this creepy place, and as far as possible from whatever this weird as hell moon is. But my question to you, Rue, is, how did you get here in the first place? Why did you come here in the first place? For what purpose? Rue, age 18, 168 centimeters, likes steampunk, moonlight, antique stores, dislikes crowd, social interaction, and rain. So basically all of us, basically. Oh dear, against the wishes of his family, Rue enjoys researching the history behind his town. Has the pitiable talent of always being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, it's just like Noël is. Lovely. So we go across this way. A full moon looms ominously over the gloomy corridor. It's almost too blinding bright to look at directly. Oh right, it was a full moon back then. But it was also evening. Unlike now. Wherever this place may be. Who the heck? And why is Noël here when we're controlling a different character? Lovely. Even after 2 chapters on, the white text on the background still very hard to read. This way? Leave, absolutely. So what makes it a moonlight circus then? Goodbye and good riddance. Bloody creepy as all heck room. Yeah, it even creaks. I'm going to die, aren't I? Why are you smiling about that? Do you welcome death? Why is everything here so creepy? I think it's beautiful, but red around us. Something creaks. Blood? Guess I've just got to move on. I really don't understand how I ended up here. If we see Noël's grandma at some point, then I sure as hell know that this might also be a prequel to Chapter 1. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's whatever took place before Chapter 2, because it's been mentioned multiple times by the developer, but Chapter 0 is not canon. That's like an experimental stage of the game before it fully fledged into Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. But just because they're released in a certain order doesn't mean that the events that transpire are also within that order. And who the hell are you? Weird, I can't see a building or trees or anything else for miles. What the... Schmleh! He's got a knife! Who are you? What have I ever done to you? Please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I need to get out of here, quick. Oh, what? Excuse me? I had no control over my character. Ooh, I just need to hit right as soon as the cutscene ends then. I imagine. I just imagine. Okay, we'll get to the next day. Excuse me? There's no possible way of getting out of there. What? That is highly unfair. Was that part even tested? Like, I hit right as soon as a cutscene ends, and yet you can't escape from that. Crikey, I even saved it. What about... Okay, I can't I can't not interact with him. Okay, that was slightly more fair, but he just runs faster than us. Are we not meant to go that way then? Are we meant to go a different way from here? Oh, we can run. The one thing I have not yet fathomed out is the ability to run. Oh, for goodness sakes. And it also skips through with text as well. Why does RPG Maker VX8 does that? It's like the default thing for skipping over text is shift. But yet, everything else is as it's... Okay, thank you. That needs some work to it, unfortunately. Don't need to go back there. Okay, what about here? Leave the corridor, yes. What is going on? Okay, so about the testing thing, maybe I was a bit too harsh on that, because I didn't know that run was the ability to get through that stage. Oh, great. Well, I did know, but I just didn't know that the function was there. Oh, great. Keys. Let me guess, I'm locked in this room otherwise. But how am I going to sort through all these damn keys? Got a sneeze coming up. So let's just go through here while the sneeze is not 100% in fledge. Shining golden keys, despite the lack of an apparent light source, they appear to glimmer. I doubt it's this key. Hold on. A large ornate golden key attached to a pale yellow ribbon. It appears to be heavily worn, unlike the other keys scattered on the maple floor. Retrieve the key, absolutely. Absolutely retrieve the key. Receive an ornate golden key. Is this the way? Leave. I really don't like this, but I would do anything to go back home. I hope Lois appreciates everything I'm doing. Loessa? I'm not good with names. Anyone who's watched me before, you know that I'm not very good with names. Okay, now it's slowly getting darker. What's going on over here? What has Rue done to deserve this? What? Oh, for good... Why is that a thing? RPG Maker! You're so annoying! Okay, let's tread through this area slowly now. I just want to go home. You must be Rue. Who the hell are you? There's no need to be so aggressive, I'm just here to help. And why should I believe in you? Because if I wanted to hurt you, I would have taken your soul by now. The thing is, Azil and Rue, weren't they acquainted in Chapter 1? Now I'm thinking that all of these are not in order. Well, relax, like I said. I just want to help you with easing the transition into the afterlife. Afterlife or something. Blech. This is some neat dream you're having, but we need to get a move on. Afterlife? Dream? But I'm not dead. I can't be dead. Not yet, at least. Au contraire, my dear Rue. You're as dead as a doornail. That's why I'm here. You're as dead as a skeleton, and bare as one as well. Azil likes weapons, fashion, dark places, dislikes rudeness, failure, and sunlight, obviously. So you're some sort of vampire then. Okay. Annabelle's older half-brother, perpetually smiling. It is impossible for most to know what he is thinking. He can influence the nightmares of humans. Thanks. We don't need to know that little bit of information regarding somebody nearby that could potentially turn us into turn our dreams into a nightmare. Hello, Darkrai. Well, I'd love to say in chat, but time's a wasting. You're not the only dead bloke I'm gonna meet tonight. Any last words? You talking about Noël as well? Wait, you don't want to kill me? Do you want my blood on your hands? I already told you you're already dead, but I wasn't the one to kill you. Now, if you don't have any more words... Stop! I'm not dead, I was just waiting for a friendly passerby to save your soul. But enough of a chit-chat. If I don't take your soul, something more unsavory may come across it instead. I guess I have no choice. Before you take my soul, can I ask you something? Sure, I'm not going to deny the wish of a dead man. Sorry, but I won't let you kill me. So you're saying that you want to run away? Clocks! Clocks are ticking, folks! Alright. The best opportunity to save are these ones. What? Did you really need to aim for my eyes? There was no need to punch me in the face. I just want to help you. Please let me do my job. I can't leave until I take your soul and help it move on. Don't give me that look. I'm being reasonable here. I don't believe you. You're just crazy. Am I? Then tell me this. Where are you? I don't know. How did you get here? I don't know. All of these questions that one gets asked, and the only answer ever in these games is that we wake up here, but yet we have no knowledge of how we woke up here. Like, what? Who are you? I'm Rue. Anything else? I have a sister, Louisa, and I want to go home. I'd hate to break it to you, but you're dead. Just because my memory's faulty doesn't mean I'm dead. Can't you just let me go? Maybe I... What kind of sick, twisted trick is this? It's been even worse if you stay any longer, but no worries. At least you died in an interesting way. Some people would die to be in your shoes. But consider yourself lucky. This is an illusion. This will be the last time I ask. Any last words? You're not going to punch me in the face again, are you? Is there another way? I can't leave. This is taking longer than I expected. Please, can't you think of anything else? I've got one idea. How do you feel about striking a deal with me? No, it's nothing bad. I'm not the type to eat souls and... There's nothing I'm particularly interested in, but you seem to be in dire straits right now. I can't bring you back to life, but I can keep you around as long as I tether your soul to something. What do you say? I accept. Great, now fetch me a clock. A what? Just trust me, I know what I'm doing. Should we have walked around that last bit? I'm going to see what was up in that other bit. To title... Okay, so there was this area over here. A simple clock, its size is comparable to that of a dinner plate. This one is also stuck at 3. I wonder why. They're all stuck at 3 in a way. Wait, hold on. Why is that one also the size of a dinner plate? This one's Mahusif. Was. No, a simple clock. So is that all I missed out on? Just some basic descriptions on clocks. Oh, for goodness sakes. Shift, will you stop also acting as skipping text? A heavy-looking bronze cogwheel. It looks rather sharp. It's not moving, just like those clocks. If this is a clock tower, it's a pretty weird one. Nothing is working, but the clocks are still ticking. And no. What is that? Okay, that's it, literally. Goodness sakes, okay, this is where the skip text will come into play. We've already done all that. We did all that. We're good people. We're very good people with good knowledge. Although I would have the skip text function as a different command from the run function. Like, say, control, for example. Who exactly are you? Azeli? Yeah, I got that. Do you know where we are? Only you could answer that, buddy. You're not very helpful, are you? Nope, not at all. And I intend to be that way. Oh, here's a clock. A simplistic bronze clock just lying around for us to pick up. Not a huge quest to try and forge together this clock so that we can bind our souls to it. No. It's just standing here lying around. Almost as if it was for this very purpose. Its hands are stuck at 3 o'clock. Retrieve the clock? Absolutely, we will retrieve it. We will retrieve it and we will be on our way. Definitely don't want to go back there. Is that the way we came then? And what about this way? Definitely both ways lead to the same place. Okay. Eerie looking oak trees. Okay, let me just... tall, looming, desaturated grey trees obscure the horizon, though you're not even sure if there is a sky. Everything above is pitch black. They appear to be static and unwavering. There appear to be no apparent signs of life either. Why does this place look so familiar? It's lonely here. I don't like it. I've got our friend here though. Here you go. Thank you. Oh, but I forgot to mention. You won't remember any of this when you wake up, but I'm not sure you'd want to anyway. Really? Who even are you? I'm Azel Veynn, local demon at your service. There's no need to tell me about yourself, though. I know all about you. Demon? Doesn't sound right. You're too nice. If anything, you must be an angel. I'm not nice. I can show you my very unnice side. Hello, Isabelle and Noël. I've never been to a circus before. Of course you wouldn't. Mister, I haven't left my house in 50 years. So they're acquainted, so... This would be after... Now I'm mixed up. Is this happening in multiple time frames? You'll love it here. I'm sure I will, Annabelle. I've read all about the carnivals before we left. I can't wait to ride the roller coaster. Maybe Brother will let us go on a ride after we introduce you to Wyeth. What's with that sudden interest in roller coasters, Noël? Is it not obvious? Just look at them. If I ride on one of those wooden death traps, it'll be a surefire way for me to die. But isn't that what you've always wanted, though, Noël? Or is it the how you die rather than the fact of just simply dying? Ugh, boys. Can't you talk about something other than death for once? Not really. That's all that's on my mind. Let's just look for Brother and Rue. Wouldn't you think Noël would be a great Grim Reaper? Has he always been this age? I can't really remember. Age 12. Books, sweets, dolls, adventure, eggplants. Dislikes himself, blood, and conversations. A young vampire looking for a second chance at death, Noël has a skewed perspective on time and often makes allusions to peculiar texts and invitations. Annabelle Veynn, so sibling to Azeli Veynn. Age 13, 142 cm, likes shepherd's pie, nightmares, rabbits, dislikes lies, sleeping, authority, and cold. So you prefer the summer months. Even though your theme colour is blue, you dislike the cold. But then again, cold can have multiple interpretations upon it. While inquisitive and curious, Annabelle has a high disregard for rules and will often go out of her way to do the opposite of what is expected of her. So rather than being good, you're doing good at being bad. So we definitely are a circus, if you were to call it as that. It would be interesting to see if the character you play at also is the character that appears in the background of this very screen. Like, for example, we're controlling Noël at the moment, but earlier we were controlling Rue. So would there be a way to be able to, I don't know, have Rue as the one in the background, or Annabelle as one in the background? But like the other games, there isn't really a huge amount of answers to questions, but that's all largely interpreted up to the player who's playing the game. So, like, let's say Umaniki, for example, you're always going to be leaving with more questions than answers, but those questions are always answered differently depending on the player who plays the game. A Blue Circus 10. Cheerful music can be heard from within. Enter the circus? Absolutely. Any last words before I cue you? Yes, about time. Killing me with fun, they said. Where do we go now? Anywhere. I'm sure we'll find them eventually. Yes, I'm sure we will. Hello, a bat, cat, monster creature thing with a surprised expression and its tongue sticking out. What on earth is that thing supposed to be? A funhouse? Probably. It's mocking us with its beady little eyes. I want to fight it. Do you now? What about this? A colourful miniature wagon. It contains a plethora of bright, vibrant balloons. Lovely, because all Noël wants is a balloon. A green and yellow circus booth. It appears to be devoid of any prizes. Blasphemy! Heresy, I tell you. How dare you have one of these things and not put any prizes up on there? It's a dartboard of sorts. A large dartboard. What is this for? That's simple, you throw darts at it. What exactly are darts? Okay, Noël. But then again, it's the first time for everyone. So Annabelle's not going to answer that question. So you? Hello, Mr. Rue. So they know each other here. So that must mean that... I'm still thinking that this game is taking place in multiple time zones. Like the first scene of this game, I believe happened quite far in the past. Because Rue and Azeli, I believe in Chapter 1, already knew each other. But here in the beginning, Chapter 3, that was their first time acquainting. Hello, Mr. Rue. Hey there. Oh, it's a different character altogether. Wait, unless it's a different portrait of the same character. Hey there. I thought that was the case. Mystery novels, Azeli, guns, being lost, long roads, knives. Somewhat absent-minded at times, plagued by misfortune, Rue is constantly in search for something or someone, if only he could remember. Since when have you been into stuffed dolls, Rue? Oh wait, don't tell me. Are you trying to win a stuffed rabbit for little old me? No. Drats. You're being uncharacteristically nice today, Annabelle. It's creeping me out. Oh, am I? I can't help it. I'm really happy I get to meet up with the kindest, prettiest, smartest person I know today. Do you mean? I haven't seen Wyvern in ages. Wyvern's a different character or creature. It's a shame they hate your guts. Even when your stupid face won't ruin this day for me, so what exactly are you doing? I'm trying to save that sorry excuse of a demon. Oh, I was wondering where you went, big brother. Of course. Wait. Oh, what the heck? What are we doing here then? How do we interact with said game? There are no controls to this... Okay, so just pop them. Right. Come here, you. Stop it. Congratulations, you win. Thanks. I love winning prizes. Do you like winning prizes? I sure do. Depends what the prize is as well. Thank you, Rue. You're my hero. Okay. This pretty much confirms that the first scene that we saw in the game was in the past, because both of these characters had different costumes on, and I believe were younger too. Thank you, Rue. You're my hero. Azeli. Weapons and destroyation fashion, morning sunlight organizing. Half demon, he has a habit of disappearing when you least expect it. While Azeri appears to be indifferent most of the time, he has more perspective than one would think. Good. How'd you get stuck in a circus booth? It's a long story. He's annoyed with the owner. Yes, but it's not like I was wrong. They definitely are a no-talent hack. I'm sorry. Can I be next? I've had a good run, and this isn't the worst way to go out. No, well, why? Gosh, Annabelle really cares for Noël. Is it just me, or does Mr. Wu seem a bit different? Am I really? I don't see it. Well, he does look dumber than usual today. What a way to describe that. Why you? That's not what I meant. Everything nearly feels off. And do any of you even remember what that booth owner looks like? I would have, but I was too busy fearing for my life. Did they even have a face? I mean, I'm quite certain they did, but why can't I remember? Because you're old. 12 years old is not that old, but then again, in vampire years, that's still not even that old. That's probably even, like, only about 100 through their lifespan. Anyways, Noël's much older than that, isn't he? Well, I'm all for having an existential crisis, but we've really got to get going. If you say so. Another carnival booth. Boo-hoo. Gosh darn it. Okay, 3 it is. Good. A cute balloon cart. Lovely. A door. Did you hear that? It what? I guess I was just hearing things. Oh, no door then. The door's gone. Was I meant to do something else before we could go through that door? A carnival booth. Lovely. A ornate and somewhat gaudy theatre. Theatres aren't usually this garnish, right? Garish? I can't possibly be the only one who realises this. I don't remember the other Träumerei games having this many words that I can't pronounce. An arrow sign. Funhouse. Is it really that fun? Here it is. The theatre. Reapers tend to have a flair for the dramatic. Well, I certainly can't fault them for having style, unlike you heathens. Hey! Correction! Mr. Azeli is the only one with style out of you lot. Yeah, can't argue with that. Do you think they're here, Mr. Azeli? Yep, last time I checked, Wyvern was here, so why don't you go in first? Alright. Okay, mister. I'll go in here. Upon stepping into the theatre, the door slams shut behind you. Not again. Hello? And as usual, no one is here. Oh dear, the door's locked and I'll probably get in trouble for vandalizing this place. Yes, patterned red and golden walls. Shiny golden stars hanging from the ceiling. Talk about the non-canon game. Just for a few seconds. I remember that game having very specific requirements for endings and deaths. Just that. A gilded door with a black glass mirror can be found at the end of the hallway. Not yet. Is there nothing else? I don't feel like walking to the end of this hallway. Well, why not? Why not, Noël? Please, Noël, let's go to the end of the hallway. We may discover something there, Noël. We may discover Azeli as he tends to wander off at the least expected times. I'll see if I can find anything else here first. I don't think so. There's nothing that really sticks out here. Well, everything sticks out here. The art is beautiful, but nothing else really sticks out here. It's not like there's anything invisible. Not looking at the floor, there doesn't seem to be anything really. Nope. Nothing here. Okay, let's step inside. For a theatre, strangely empty. Though, now that I think about it, I've barely seen any other souls here. It's rather sparse. come we all go in at the same time? It makes no sense. A book. A plain hardwood table. A document has been left on it. Read the document. Absolutely. Name Noël. That's me. Yeah. Why would someone have a file on me? Creepy. I should sue whoever's in charge of this shady circus. Or whoever constructed this circus. You know who I'm talking about. Well, excuse me if I try to run an organized business. And who are you, Grim Reaper? Are you Wyvern? The name's Wyvern, and I'm the best Grim Reaper of the 19th century. It is nice to make your acquaintance at last. Age is unknown, obviously, because you're dead. Likes graveyards, spirits, and pumpkins. Dislikes vampires and immortality. So you don't like us then, because we are a vampire. Grim Reapers will appear to you with the face of a loved one in order to invoke a sense of calmness of those on death's door. You're surprisingly pretty for a Grim Reaper, though. I apologise for not meeting up with you sooner, but such is the life of a Reaper. Why do you have my information on record? Quick and direct to the point, I can respect that. No beating around the bush, just going straight through the bush. Well, I don't know the full story, but what can I say for certain is that you're an anomaly kid. You are an anomaly kid, sorry. Not an anomaly kid, just an anomaly kid. Thanks, don't misjudge me. I don't mean anything bad by it, but as the best Grim Reaper on this side of the afterlife, I can't let an unknown wander around. It's a good thing Annabelle found you. How'd you know about Annabelle? I don't mean to be rude, but what am I here for? Could it be that you're planning to kill me? No, your name's not on the list. It's nothing bad, really. Then why are you here? But you're not on any records either, which is pretty strange. Until we got this whole mess sorted, it appears that you'll have to stay here with us. What happens if I don't? I can't force you, but it's better for your safety. Alright. May I please ask a question? Sure thing. Are you going to kill me now? Damn it, Noël, why is that always on your mind? Well, of course not. No need to worry. I can't do anything if you're not on the death list. But what if I want to die? Trust me, you don't. Not if you want to end up like me. Miss? Yes? What's the point of meeting with a Grim Reaper if you won't even kill me? Excuse me? You suck. You do what? I can't control my character. What? We can't go. Okay, maybe we can. I don't feel. Then where can we go then if we was walked out of here on our own will? Leave the theatre, yes please. Ah, hello, we can leave now. What in the world? Well, what are you doing? You're all the worst. Are you just going on your own merits? Come back! Do you just flip us off? I take it that your meeting didn't turn out well. Shut up. I may have acted a tad bit unreasonable there. What was I thinking? Great, the Grim Reaper must hate me now. How would I ever die? There's no need to go there, but my friends are back there. A wooden arrow sign. Yes, and it says Funhouse. Where's the fun in the house? I'll tell you what, at the beginning, but the end of the Funhouse, there's no fun there because it's just a house. There's no need to go here. Lovely. I'm glad we came to that conclusion by going to the end of the corridor. A colourful blue funhouse. Lovely. Step inside. Yeah, I think I will. I will step into the funhouse. I will step into the fun house. It's a very, very fun house. Oh, I shouldn't have that coffee now. Gazing up, you'll see a large ornate golden door with a bird carved into its center. Is it a crow or blackbird by any chance? Open the door? Not yet, I'll prefer not to. Is there anything at the end of this tunnel? There are even more mirrors here. Why are there mirrors? The mirrors tall enough to nearly reach the ceiling. What was that? What was the... Upon approaching the mirror, you can see your reflection. Or lack, therefore. Hello. Are one of these mirrors different from the others? I would like to know. Are one of these mirrors different? Will a certain witch come from the mirror? You know who I'm talking about. Gazing up, you can see... Okay, let's open the door. And ow. Well, common sense hasn't stopped me before. Oh, hi. Glad to see you again. Hello. Welcome to your trial, young witch. I'm not a witch. I'd hate to break to you, but I'm a vampire. But, are you really? Yes, I am very really a one of those, okay? One of those? My lack of a reflection says otherwise, but is this because I said you sucked? I apologize, Mr. Reaper. I'm not a miss. Apologize, Mr. Reaper. I am neither of those things, my confused witch. I'm sorry for the confusion. Can I just call you by your name, then? I'll explain later, yada yada yada, but this is about you, not me. Let me formally introduce myself. Noël Rosero, as punishment for your past, present, and future transgressions, you have been placed on trial and failed quite spectacularly. Please tell me, how did I fail a trial that I had not even been aware of? This is so simple that even someone like you can understand, Mr. Magpie. Time loops. Delia? Noel's grandmother. Procession's Way. What? How could you not remember? Every memory of the past few centuries has been used in your testimony, which you botched up. Need I remind you? As a Reaper, I can gain access to the memories of every dead being either here or there, with a few impediments, of course, which can only view memories that you remember to a certain extent. How else would you begin to explain why you can never remember faces, or how you've been seen before or so same people every single time? There were two others we've seen. Two green-themed individuals. I've forgotten their names now. Or why is it that areas you've seen all seem sparse, or lack of a better term? Your last recent memory was of meeting Annabelle, while the furthest we were able to reach was in regards to Procession's Way. Procession's Way, I believe, was in Chapter 2. Why, you've been on trial this whole time. But I know those memories are real. Oh, they are, but how many of them were viewed through rose-tinted glasses? Did you ever once consider how peculiar it was how all these girls immediately became your friends? Real life doesn't work that way. Not even once did you consider learning more about your so-called friends as long as you chase, isn't that word? Excuse me, after your selfish ideals. You want to live, you want to die, you want to find your parents, you want to save your aunt, you don't want to see your aunt, you want to make friends, you want to be alone. You're just so infuriating. One minute you're cracking jokes and the next you either try to die or brood. Everything about you is so illogical. Do you know what your true self even is? Or did you forget about it within these last few centuries? Make up your mind, but don't you ever think you can decide whether you can live or die. Until I say so, you will remain alive. Am I clear? You're lying. Just what? None of what you witnessed happened in this timeline. How many times have we been here? Now it feels like there's a paradox coming along. Like this has happened before. How many times have we turned back time, or is it merely that since you can't die, you won't allow anyone else to be granted such a respite? No, that's not it. Then what? What is it that you want? I don't know. Gosh, man. What will you do now? I won't do anything. But the ending of this game is in your hands. It's almost as if this Grim Reaper knows that it's a game. I'd advise you to not waste this chance. Good luck, witch, vampire, dead boy, whatever moniker you going with now. And before I leave, catch a key? You'll figure it out. Of course I'll figure it out. Don't you know who I am? I wish you the best. Farewell. Thanks. I love that about you, Miss Grim Reaper. She has to be lying. I know I'm not the only one here. Annabelle, Rue, Azel, Lilla. Lilla's the witch that we see in the mirrors. She'll know what to do. You don't need to go there. Here. So we need to go back. Contact Lilla. I need to speak with Lilla first. Of course you do. Is there any one of these mirrors? Any one of these mirrors. Fine, we'll contact in between the mirrors. She's gone. No. This is all a trick from that Reaper. I just have to solve a few puzzles and then I can reunite with everyone again. As usual, you can't see your own reflection. You don't need to go here. Damn it! Why is this all so annoying? Not annoying, but just so mysterious. Okay, folks, we're going to leave things off here for the moment in the third chapter of Träumerei. So, thank you all so much for watching, and see you all in the next time of Träumerei Chapter 3, Moonlight Circus. In the description of this video, you'll be able to find a link that will enable you to download this game for yourself. It is absolutely for free, and if you ever dared pay for this game, I suggest contact the developer immediately. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.